Smiling faces, the family way. Margaret Lewin Quilting will make your day.
Hi, I'm Margaret Lewin and welcome to Margaret Lewin Quilting. Today we are working on our 4-patch friendship swap quilt. It is our 2019 swap quilt and we are just having a blast exchanging these absolutely adorable little 4-patches. For those of you that are participating in the swap, please make certain that the very first thing that you do when you open up your bag is stop and count your blocks. You should have 66 of them in your bag. Please make certain that you do. If you do not, please get a hold of me right away because I actually had 6 left over. So there's 6 of you out there that are missing a block and I want to make sure that everybody has them. If you would like to see how we do go about squaring up our blocks so they look just as cute as this, stick around and I'll show you how to do it. First thing I'm going to do is press a bunch of my squares. To do that, I'm going to use my wool pressing mat and my little travel iron. I love this thing because I can just go any place with it and work on anything I want to with it. So this will be fantastic for me at night. I'll be able to take this into the house and sit at night working on my 4 patches. Okay, and that's what my idea is. So I've got my bag of 4 patches that you guys have all sent to me, and I'm just going to reach in and grab a couple of them. I'm not even looking at them. So I've grabbed 4 of them. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my seams because you guys know I like to set my seams. So just very careful, just go over them and set the seams. I'm going to pick up these 3 and set these aside. And the next thing I'm going to do is pick up my 4. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I get so excited when I see these. I'm going to pick up my 4 patch and I'm going to hold each side of it and I'm just going to go like that and see what happens. I get this little miniature 4 patch in the center. Now that I've done that, I'm going to grab my strip stick and I'm going to lay these down over my strip stick just like this and I'm going to press. Just do a nice little press. Turn it over. And I'm going to do another press. Now this iron can use steam in it. I don't have any water in it right now, only because I'm out in the studio and I'm not in the house. I may very well use a little bit of steam tonight. So there is my block. So now it's time to trim it up. If you're a part of the 4-patch swap with your registration, you got a 3.5-inch Creative Grids ruler. I'm going to take my 3.5-inch Creative Grids ruler and I'm going to square this down to 2.5 inches. The math of it's really simple. We take 2.5, divide it by 2, gives us 1 1/4. So I'm going to take my ruler down to the point that my 1 1/4 mark, and here's my 1 mark. Here is my 1/4 mark right here. I'm going to put that 1/4 mark right in the center of my block, just like this, and I'm going to trim this side, then I'm going to trim this side, take those off, I'm going to pick it up, spin it around, and do it again. Except for this time, I'm going to pick my 2.5-inch mark there, I'm going to line up right through here, make sure that I'm straight in all my corners, and then I'm going to trim and trim. Now, if you've got a littler than a 45mm ruler, it might work really good for this project. Oops, I think I may need to actually put a new blade in, it's looking like again. I thought I just did that, didn't I? There's my block. There we go. We got a nice 2.5-inch block. Now I'm going to set that one aside and I'm going to do another one. What I'll be doing when I do mine is I'm actually going to sit there and do all the pressing. Then I'll sit there and I'll do all of the trimming. Okay, so I'll do it in groups, so it will go a little bit faster. So again, you saw I just picked it up and just twisted those two pieces. Then I'm going to grab my strip stick. I'm going to put my little iron over it, and this iron is just so comfortable because it's not heavy and you're going to be doing a lot of pressing, so it's nice to have one that's not real heavy. And there's my 4-patch. I'll do one more press. Again, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to grab my 2 seams here, opposite, or top and bottom, however you want to think it. I'm going to just twist it just a little bit, and it pops that seam right open for me. I'm going to grab my strip stick. Now this is the 18-inch strip stick. They do have a smaller one too, but I really like the 18-inch. To me, it's nice and easy to deal with. I'm going to pick it up, and now I'm going to put it right back down on my wool, and I'm going to press it some more. Okay, there's my second block ready to go. See how fast it is to do these? You can get all of your pieces pressed in one night, and then probably we'll be able to get them all squared up the next night. So I pulled it open. Now I'm pressing it. I'm going to take the strip stick off, and then I'm going to press it again against the wool just to give it one more really good press. Okay. Now I will go ahead and square these 3 up for you too, so that you can, just in case you missed a part, you can see it. So our blocks have to finish at 2.5 inches square. So what I'm going to do is take 2.5, divide that by 2, I end up with 1.25 inches. So I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to find my 1.25 inches, and I am going to line up all of my lines across here and across here to make sure that I am in the center at 1.25 inches. And then I'm going to trim, make sure I don't move, and trim again. Okay. Now, let me grab my scissors again. Okay, now I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to do that again, but now I'm looking down here in the corner. I'm looking for my 2.5. I'm going across here, up and down there, making sure I'm nice and square, and I am. I'm going to go across and across, and there is my second block. We've got 2 more to do. And you know what I think I have? I do. I have a little 18mm rotary cutter. Let's give this one a try and see if this one works any better. So we're going to do 1.25. Okay. Line it up across here, down here. And I like to try to keep something that, some part of my hand that's pressing down on the ruler outside of it onto the mat, because I think it does help. Well, that is easier. I may have to take this little one in the house with me tonight. So if you've got one of these little teeny tiny ones, I think it kind of comes in handy here. I'm going to rotate. Oh, I got to rotate to here, right? Let's see. I got 1.25. Oh, I did both of these sides, so I got to rotate all the way around. So now let's do 2.5. Did I only cut one side, guys? All right, I'm going to start back here. I'm going to get 1.25. Oh, look at. See, now I see. Look, I did 2.5 here and 2.5 here, but I did not do it here and here. So let's rotate it one more time. And now I've got it 2.5 or 1.25, 1.25 from here to here. All right, and I'm on my bottom line, so we're good. Yeah, I think I just have a rotary cutter problem today. There's another block. Aren't these pretty? I just think these things are going to be gorgeous. I cannot wait to see the very first quilt done. Here's our last one that's out for this time. And I'm lining it up. I'm going to trim and trim. Whoops. I definitely need a new blade, guys. That's all there is to it. I'm going to rotate it around, and I'm going to just do that again. So I'm going to trim and trim. All right. Oh, that time I got it off. So here are my first 4 blocks all trimmed up. I just think they're adorable. And once you do this, I'd like to see you get all 66 of them done first. Then once you've got them all squared up, come on back and I'll be showing you the next step, and that will be putting one of your blocks together. I'm going to show you how to lay it out and give you some little hints on easy ways to get it lined up and ready to put together. So this is the second step of our 2019 Friendship Quilt Swap. So I hope you're having as much fun with this swap as I am. I cannot wait to get into all of these gorgeous patches that I've got here and get them trimmed up and get them ready to go into a quilt. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video and would like to see more like this, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked it. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel. And if you aren't already, don't forget we've got a Facebook group where we share pictures of all of the projects that we're currently working on. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again really soon.